Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of HOI4. I'm Exodus and this time we're gonna play as Benito in Italy. And yeah, so let's get started. We're gonna of course focus a little bit on naval, since that's what this expansion is all about. And let's just go through all the basics here. We wanna have electromechanical, the Holy Trinity, right? Nothing special here in the start. On the 4th slot though, we're going for deck conversions. I am using my rebalance mod, and I'll link it down in the description for the naval things, so that does make a little bit of a difference. We only increase infrastructure by 2 in this province because we'll get one from a focus later on. Then I want some civ factories to start building up. And let's see, here we want to use 6 on infantry equipment, 3 there, 2 on tanks. We're not going to build any close air support, we're going to have tac bombers instead. Let's hide the ships, we're going to go over those later. We want to have artillery and anti-air, 1 on each. And we've got motorized there, yeah, we'll put these down the bottom there. And that means we've got 4 left. These are for aircraft, so we're going to put... can hide those. We're gonna start building some of those, and some of those. We'll put 2 factories on naval bombers, and we'll pop those down. And we'll actually pop the motorized down below these, because we want the rubber to be prioritized for the aircraft. And then we'll go over to ships. And we're actually going to scrap both of these Conti Cavour class battleships. So let's do that. And in my mod I fixed them so these names actually show up as the correct ones, because they're broken in vanilla at the moment. And we're going to just finish off these. And we can probably build... yeah, we'll see. We're gonna have to build a little bit. We'll put on 2 submarines there for now. Then we're probably gonna have to refit these with some radar system and sonar systems later on. Let's put those off as we start. Alright, all of these, Chaos B there. I'm gonna move these over to new army. And I'm gonna include all of these here in that army. So those go on this front line, those go on that front line, and we've got those go there, and we'll pop this one down there. And on these we've also got those 2, we'll pop those down there too, because they need a little bit more strength down there. And these of course have to be under field marshal, and we're going to use this guy here. And for army leader, we're gonna use not Giovanni, but we're actually gonna use, let's see, who was I thinking of before? Of Sebastiano. And that should be enough down there. Oh yeah, we were gonna pop these 2. Let's pop those onto that line there, and they'll flood down that way. And we've got some aircraft going here, and we've got some, those are our attacks, so we'll take those and we'll disband them. All of them are green at the moment, so it doesn't really matter. We'll pop him up to 50. And down here we'll deploy, yeah, we need to get them back of course. So we've got some more up here, let's just disband those. The same here, all those aircraft, let's disband them. We've got 100 going there, and we're going to start up another wing with just 50 here. And did we get these 2? No, we didn't get those. No? That's odd. Shouldn't we have an arrow from both of these? Oh yeah, they're still deploying, right. There. Let's put them on only daylight, because these early models just won't cut it anyway. And That'll be fine for now. Let's take... we can leave the destroyers down here. We'll take the submarines up this way. And we'll start collecting up our navy. So let's pop most of everything in there, and I think in this fleet we've got some Louisiana class, so we're gonna separate these two out. And we'll just pop those there so we know where they are. He's going over there. Yeah, that's the troops. And then we should have two more of the Gusiano class down here. Yeah. We'll pop those out. And we'll pop those in there. And that should be it for the setup. Did we move those? Yeah. And we don't have any assets over there. And we don't have any assets anywhere else in the world, I think. And do we have anything more we want to do here? Oh yeah, we want to import some rubber from the Dutch East Indies. And we're gonna have to import some oil later, but we'll wait off a little bit with that. Let's increase the speed there. And pop it all the way up. And let's see if we get our these together, and we just pop them both into that fleet. And we'll set these to training. Now we've got plenty of fuel to power those for a while. So, the rest of this stuff here we can just merge together for now. We'll deal with it later. And we can move one more destroyer down there because we want to have 10 destroyers down there later. So this one's gonna do good. Let's take him and we'll just move him down there. And let's set up some orders for these as well. There. And let's do all of these. And there. We're gonna want to push these ones out from here.
Pronto all'azione. Pronto, signore.
Well, see how well that goes. Once these come in and start bombing, it should do change to our favor pretty quickly. Let's take those and this one in there. So, Eritrea or Ethiopia of course doesn't have any naval assets, so we don't really have to worry about using these ships. We want to have them there for later. So we put on some, of course, using the new features, so there's going to be a lot of weird things happening in the world, and we'll see how that plays out. And let's see where we're going to go. Air innovation second here. And we can get that one off. We want to do that. And yeah, we can leave that one in. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do this, what this, that. And we want to do this one, so we'll leave that one on. But that's kind of the goal here. I just want to do some fighting, and I want to fight the allies, and I want to fight Greece and Turkey. And we'll see what happens down here. I'm gonna try to get some naval combat going. So, and these here don't actually say what they're doing, and I think that's a bug. But it does actually affect them pretty much. We'll see if we can find. We've got 6 of these. This is the untrained one down here, and this is the trained one. And it doesn't seem to do anything for the first level, does it? No, there's no differences in between there yet. We'll take that again when they go up to the 3rd level. And here we want to go electromechanical computing, of course. Divisions. Yeah, we want to train up there. A couple of these. And yeah, we don't want to train any one of the other ones there just yet. So everyone should be in space here now, or in position.
Attento! Sì, signore.
Let's help out there, and they seem to have sorted this out well enough here.
Attento!
Yeah. And let's get those helping there too. And up here we can use these to go
Pronto, signore.
in there, and these can help out there. That was the London Naval Treaty, and we cheated on that one, of course. And I think that's the better option for Italy. They can cheat on them, and the same thing for Japan, because it limits the size of
Pronto, signore.
the other signatories' vessels. Come on.
Comandi.
Want to attack them from multiple directions, of course.
Pronto
You can help
all'azione.
out there too. And there starts the Spanish Civil War, of course, to get docking rights for us. Can't really help them out until we're done here, so let's go there. That would be good. That's a free tile to go in there. Then we go in Ethiopian war logistics. And they're helping out there. We can send these in here too. And I'm gonna try to explain as much as possible what I'm doing as I'm playing. So here we go. Now we can start having some fun. And onto this one we're gonna go for fighters. We've unlocked the bonus for them. And we want to get the stop producing all these old fighters, of course. We can put him on just converting the few ones we have. I think we've got some 300 of them, yeah. And let's turn that off. And just in time for these ships to start finishing off, we'll go with our cruisers. And that's why we've got these training in here, because they're gonna be converted into carriers. And one of the things my mod does here is change a little bit of the layout, and especially on carriers. So we're gonna add another hangar, we're gonna add anti-air, we don't have any radars yet. And we're gonna go cruiser engine 2s, that's why we chose the other ones there. And I moved the deck armor to here, and you can see it reduces the deck size by 10%. We're not gonna have very many planes on them, but they're pretty cheap. It doesn't really matter what we put them to here. Choose an aircraft icon. 23 experience, and this is going to be the Aquila class. And we'll duplicate that one before we save it. I can decommission both of those. And here we've got these. Most of them are done. And if we just look at... no, we can't look at them there. I wish they would add that. I will look at them. Their CLs. Outdated, of course, the Guisiano class. They've got a Type 2 engine. And engine is one of the things, and no armor. So converting from these... let's see, probably can't... yeah, we can select them here. It's going to be very cheap compared to the full price of building a new carrier of this type at 6,800. So we're going to send 2 of these in. Let's send the 2 damaged ones in for conversion to the Aquila class. And these can train until he's up to date. And we want to train them now because they use less fuel now than they do as carriers. And so they'll be added in here shortly. And we want to, yeah, we're going to save that because we're going to design some other things later on. Let's keep an eye on this one. There we go. You can stop training, go back to port. And they're here refitting, so we've got them in the queue here now, and that was the first one. The second one, let's put those down the bottom. And now we need chromium. And we can take them from Turkey. We're going to conquer them later, hopefully. And let's check down here again. Construction. We'll use that to go into light guns down there. And let's see, we want to use these. Now we want to attack with these and then support with these. And he can move in there, that's a free tile. Actually, we're just gonna deselect him and the other two help out there instead. That seems to be an empty tile as well, so let's just go into it. That's gonna be head-on assault. Then we'll wait for them to finish off before we round that off there. And then we can help out from this direction as well, here. And they can help out there as well. He can move on in there. And we'll use this one there and pop those in there. I'll pop those in there.
Pronto, signore.
And we'll go down to industrial effort.
Ordini. Formazione.
And let's move these guys down there.
Pronto, signore.
And have those attack, and here we want to go with we're still researching these, soon done. So we'll put on the light aircraft designer so we get the design company on these. Because we'll probably be using those fighters for a long time.
Pronto all'azione.
Let's help out there a bit.
Attento.
We start deploying up here. Perfect. So let's just let them deploy there. There's no rush with those. And the bombers don't really get that much experience here. But we can consolidate them and move them up to the center now that we captured the airfield. And here we want to start researching our... Now we want to have the carrier bombers first. Because we're going to need more carrier bombers than fighters. And let's turn all of these on again. Yeah, that's very good. And yeah, we only converted 20 or so of them. Doesn't really matter. We're going to give a few of these away, but to Spain, of course. And let's just put those on there and start building them. And then we want to have another one added there. We'll have them move in there. We'll pop over here again. There we go. You can help out there. You too. We want to have them helping out. We want to have the mountain divisions in combat as much as possible.
Comandi.
Because that template is actually very good to start with. And you usually end up with something like 60 army experience from this. Okay, so we got the medium guns there. Now we want to have the... no, not that. Sonar. Well, the light guns, not medium guns.
Si, signore.
Let's just pop these into a separate army. Let's put them in a garrison order there, and we can put them on automatic deployment to there.
Comandi.
We don't have to deal with this. Yeah, so we've got them surrounded there.
Attento.
Back on there. I want to have this one come down here too. Oh yeah, we're saving the capital for last because we just want to get a little bit more
Pronto
out of
all'azione.
it. Should have gone into that group directly. Didn't we fix that? No. There we go. And we'll continue down there.
Forza, muovetevi.
They're all fighting. We might need some more
Formazione.
support in there. Unpause. And we're just gonna finish off Ethiopia here for this first episode. And then we'll take Spain in the next one. Oh, they actually finished off this little pocket up north. Let's see, we're in October. Yeah. We'll take, this one can go onto radio. And then we want to go for, we could actually take the attack bombers for that. We'll unpause again. Let's see if we actually manage. Oh, that's a long time.
Ordini. Pronto, signore.
So of course a lot of people down there. Let's get this. And here we want to add these in. Up, up. Now we'll pop these down to the bottom. So we've got those coming in, because we'll have 4 military factories coming from there. And we want to have one going for the carrier naval bombers, another one for the fighters, and we want to have one going for the naval bombers and the naval fighters, of course. And the last one's going to go to infantry equipment, probably. No, last one's going to go to attack bombers, and we're going to switch those over too very soon. Let's see, you go there and you support them instead.
Comandi.
You support them too.
Non fermatevi. Comandi.
We've got the bulk of their army up over here.
Pronto, signore.
You can probably help out there too. That seems to be a connection.
Comandi. Avanzate.
And after sonar we want to go for actually sonar 2. Now we're gonna have the catapults first. As we finish them off. And as soon as we finish this cruiser down here, so we'll start off the next episode with designing a new ship, I think. It looks like we're very much out of oil, so let's go grab some from Venezuela. Here we go.
Forza, muovetevi.
And it's gonna fall down very shortly. And then of course we're gonna go for all these design ones. So let's go for the research slot. That is one. How far do we have left on naval? Yeah, 26 days. Don't think it's actually worth putting 26 days of production into anything else here, is there? We'll put them into support equipment for now, and we'll switch them over. So yeah, we can have a deficit of 1 rubber.
Comandi.
But they're leaving the capital wide open here.
Ordini. Attento.
Let's have those go in again. And here we want to have the industrial concern. think we're gonna get that much
Pronto,
more from
signore.
that, so let's just take them out here. And that's it for the aircraft, and we're gonna go for fire control. We've got that under here. And another, yeah, we need to switch over these, of course. We'll do that while we remember. Get that up there, preferably above the bombers, and we'll take the one up from there again. And see, this one retains full production efficiency there. Since the 3 factories we did have on it were already at full. And we can soon start moving these in as well. There we go. And we want to keep them as a puppet. Well, not much more than that.
Attento.
And yeah, first off we're gonna select everyone, and we're gonna actually we're gonna end the episode here, and we'll continue on next time. So see you guys then. Have a good one.